Welcome to Chapter 7. Oh, please don't do it, sir. This is a very sensitive matter. I am a Muslim, and if I make a statement against people of other religions, it will cause a lot of misunderstanding. Why should I hurt the minds of Hindus? Isn't their religion too big for them? Ali Khan Sahib, if those dogs have to be bitten on the hand, if they have to be injected 14 times in the stomach, then what are you going to do? What are you doing? You are making false accusations against people who have little understanding. They will let it go easily. No matter how many dogs you kill, don't even think about where the new dogs come from. He seemed to have ready-made answers to all my questions and disputes. He was talking to me in the manner of government affairs. Sitala Khan Sahib's Deshwari answers that Stockman Pattaya had raised came down. Khan Sahib, you are complicating everything by adding religion to every little thing. As a municipal president, you are saying that it is your duty to keep this town clean, and you are giving out free medicine for the diseases that come from it. Sir, it would be hard to believe that the whole town was thinking of you. Sitting on this chair, you have to walk everywhere to get consent. It is difficult for me to come. Let me go to why I made it complicated. See earlier that Krishna Gowda said that you should not go on the streets of Anana, but you can go on the streets of Antena on the day of Ramzan. Because you said that we should not take the elephant, more people came to fight than you. The elephant walked down the street and ate apples from the fruit shop, radishes from the grape shop, and coriander leaves. Don't bring it here, I mean Hindu-Muslim will question it. What do you say to such people? You make a simple thing complicated. It's complicated how you can see each other's bones on this chair. Yesterday, a mad dog bit it too, and if it gets mad, what will happen to it, Khan Saheba? If I listen to you, a municipal president has no power in such a situation. It would be like to just continue with what was there. You said the right thing. It is difficult to carry out what was said to be agreed. It is enough for me to finish the term by keeping the trust of the people and keeping the seat. Hundreds of wires of various kinds strung everywhere were evidence of Madhya becoming modern. If you look down from the 4-storied ladder of Malaya, you will see that the entire Madhya is like a snarling beast trapped in this network of wires. Primary lines of electric office, secondary lines, telephone connection lines, trunk lines, dish antenna cables in between. Due to the jostling of these wire poles, even the crow knobs stopped flying at the lower level. Whether it was wind blowing or lightning striking, even if someone sneezed hard and coughed, the bagged wires would touch each other and a fight would start from department to department. It is a very common sight here that the technicians are saying that the picture on TV is not working, the linemen are saying that the phone is buzzing, the current people are saying that the noise is not stopping, the cutting player and the scud driver are walking around with their hands in their hands and looking at the sky, bumping into the people who come in front of them. Like the telephone poles going from Madhya towards Nughali, they were carrying white porcelain insulators from top to bottom like flowering trees. About 30 or 40 connections were drawn in that direction. Even if the wires were exposed to the sun, the phone made to one person would go to the other. If someone spoke, someone else would listen. Everyone who was there was so close to each other that they could not even say hello to anyone on the other end of the phone. A strange thing that many have noticed is that the 17th pole, which had a junction box, slowly rises up and hangs in the sky as it gets dark. This ball starts when the strings are loosely connected to each other after being pulled and tightened. The two adjacent pillars of the 17th pillar were high up on the diner. As the night fell, the cold wires were shrinking and the pole was being pulled up slowly. As soon as the morning sun hit, the wires were stretched by the sun's heat and slowly sat inside the pole hole. Thus, according to the rotation, all the wire poles were lifted in the morning and all the wire poles were lifted at night. When the telephone lineman Thipana climbed this pole, he did not know that it was his death pole. When he came to the exchange in the morning, the lines on the Nughali side were dead. Said the maintenance guy, check the junction box of the 17th pillar, which is quite far from the town. Thipana climbed that pole to know which line was dead. After getting into the entanglement of 30 or 40 wires, Thipana opened the junction box with a screwdriver. Chapter 8 continues.